Okay, YouTubers, back at you. This is Rodney. Hope you have a great day so far. Just like to start off with these three things. One, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Two, children don't save for the parents, but the parents save for the children. Third, house and wealth comes from the father. And this is, part of the mindset that we got to have. And this, as you're aware of, this video is the mindset for wealth building. And this is tip 31. And so you got to have a certain mindset to build wealth and to do anything. You got to have a certain mindset if you want to accomplish it. And title of this particular topic is Help and You Will Be Helped. Help and you will be helped. Let me say it another way. If you help people get what they want, you will get what you want. Help others to get what they want, you will get what you want. This is a law. This is a principle. This is how I live my life. And so my thought is if I help you get what you want, I'm going to, in return, get what I want. And we know how that the comma, if we want to say it like that, if you help, do good, good will come to you. Do bad, bad is gonna come to you. So when you do both, when you do good and bad gonna come to you. So what we want to do is always do good so good things can come back. We want to be in that position of good things coming to us. We don't want to mix it up because whatever you do, eventually it's going to come back to you. At some point, sometime, it's going to come back to you. And so that's why when people do bad to others, eventually bad things come to them. But bad people don't do bad all the time. They do have a little good. They do have people that they love. They do have friends. So unto those friends, they do a certain amount of good. So good comes to them. And just like we try to do good all the time, but sometimes we don't do what is right. So sometimes bad things come to us. But if we keep doing good things will come to us. So we want to help others, and that's doing good things. We help others get what they want. In return, we'll get what we want. Listen to what I'm saying. We help what we may want may be what they may not need that type of help or want. But we're going to give them an apple, what we want may be an orange. But if we help them get that apple, regardless if it's them or somebody else, we're going to get the orange that we're looking for eventually. So we always want to do good. We always want to help others get what they want. And what we want is to create wealth, to get wealth, or whatever you want to do. You will receive that help to get what you want. Why? Because we're doing those things. And if you live by that principle, you will reap that principle. Let me give you a prime example when I say this is how I live my life in everything. Here's a prime example out of my control. When I was working for the government, I couldn't control if someone was going to hire me, but I was one of the go-to guys because of my experience, and I was at a pay grade. But there are some people that were just hired, and they had a pay grade coming in, and their increase steps were going to be higher than mine. Their pay grades are going to be higher than mine. So I had to go out there and fight for a pay grade increase where they would just annually, if they did everything good, they would just get another pay grade, 9, 10, 11. That's how they came in, 9, 10, 11. Well, I was stuck at a 9. I had to go back and try to get a promotion and all that, go through the whole deal, apply for it and all that. It wasn't no progressive increase, but I had to help others that came new. I had to train them, and eventually they were going to make more money than me. But my mindset wasn't that way. My mindset is if I give them the information, give them what they need so that they could be successful, I will in turn get what I want. That was my mindset. You couldn't, my mind, or you couldn't make me deviate from that thought process because that's how I live my life. If I help others get what they want, I'm going to get what I want. And eventually, because people were complaining about it, but eventually I got what I wanted at the end. And I said that in another video. Um, I wanted to be a supervisor and I got that. And that was a 13. There were 9 through 12. I got to the 13, but I had to gradually go through it all. But I knew if I helped them be successful, if I helped them get the knowledge that I had so that they can be productive, even though they're going to make more money than me eventually, I knew if I did the right thing and helped them get what they want, I would get what I want, even though they had no control of promoting me. You see what I'm saying? Even though it was out of their hands, it wasn't in my hands, but that's the way that the law works. If you look at that, if you get your mindset on that, these tips that I'm giving you is going to help you collectively, if you put them together and change your thought, change the way that you look at things, change your behavior, change your mindset, it's nothing that you can't achieve. There's nothing that you can't get that you want. And we're talking about building wealth. And so I know that if you keep this principle, help people get what they want, even though they can't give you wealth, you will obtain the things necessary so that you can become wealthy or achieve any goal that you want to achieve. But it has to be a way of life. It can't be, well, let me try it and see if it works. No, you got to have that attitude. It has to be a part of your life. It has to be the way that you are, because if you waiting to see if something happened, you don't know how long it would take before you get that return. I just didn't help those individuals, and then the next month I got promoted to supervisor. It took a while, but if I just kept just saying, okay, I'm just going to wait and see if it works. No, that was a law. That was a principle. That's how I govern my life. If I help people to this day, this is the way that I am. If I help people get what they want, I will in turn get what I want. But I don't go out saying, man, I'm going to help them so I can get what I want. No, that's just how I am. That's the mindset that you got to have. If you begin to govern your life like that, looking at things that way, meaning all the good that I do, good return. You get good return at some time in your life. And everybody don't go through life with no good going on. But the more good you do, the more good you're going to get. And it's just like sowing a seed. You could put one seed in the ground, we'll just say apple, put an apple seed in the ground, you're going to get a tree, but you're going to get unlimited apples, right? Even though you just did one thing. When we do good to others, I don't care if it's one thing, that thing coming back to you, that good is going to be multiplied. So the more good you do, the different individuals or the same individuals, you will in turn, at some point, help will come to you. Good will come to you in the way that you need it to come. But don't be looking for it. You just have to be the way that you live your life. It has to become a law like gravity. If I jump, I'm going to eventually, I'm going to come down. That's just the law. If I can continue to do good, if I can continue to help somebody, eventually good will in turn come back to me. I could have helped somebody years ago, and then now today or next week or next month, I may reap the benefits of helping somebody back then. So just as you sow a seed, a tree, and put that seed in there and you get an apple, we don't know when that tree is going to start coming out of the ground and budding and all that stuff. It's going to take a while. But once it reaches maturity, it will start sprouting out and giving out the apples. And so that's what we're saying. So don't expect to do one thing good today and turn around and expect good to come tomorrow. Just keep helping others. Make it a way of life. And if it's wealth that you want to receive, then you will receive the things necessary for you in order for you to achieve wealth. or whatever it is, that's gonna come because you're looking for it. That's what you need. You give them what they want, and you will get what you want if you continue to help people. Let this be your mindset. Listen to all the help tips that I give and combine them all, regardless of the title. Listen to them. They're not very long, 10, 13 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever they are. But if you continue to combine them and let this be your mindset, and listen to it over and over until this becomes you. This is your mindset. Then you will achieve what you want. There's a good book that I read that said, as a man thinketh, so is he. As you begin to think in your mind who you are, this is the person that I am, then you will become that person. You will do the things necessary, because thinking without doing is useless. And I put that in another video. You can think to be whatever you want to be, but if you don't put the action, the proper action, in order to achieve or gain what you need or want to achieve, without the proper action conducive to give you what you want, wealth, then you won't achieve it. You have to do the things necessary in order to achieve the things that you want to do. So it's just not one thing, it's collective. So go back, listen to those videos. If you haven't seen them, go back, look at them, hit that subscribe button, like whatever you comment, whatever you think is good, go ahead and do it. Here we go again. If you do what's good, good will turn to you. So if I'm asking you for something, that's what I want. And if I'm giving you something, I hope that I am, by giving you insight from things that I know to be true, things that I know that will work in your life, because they work for me, and not only me, but for others. We are all humans, right? And things are already laid out. All we have to do is follow the pattern, follow the thought process, follow the actions, and those things will come to us. So a reminder, if you help others, others will help you. Subscribe, hit that like button. We'll see you at the next video.